Hello, children. Hope all of you are fine in this new year and doing great. Okay, children, let us come to a new chapter of our maths book, that is data handling. The chapter is quite easy. Now, let us go into the details of what data handling is. Data handling is the way in which data can be represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. It is easier to interpret and organize data using pictorial representation. Data handling includes bar graph, pictograph, and tally marks. Now let us know, children, what a bar graph is. It is the way of representing data visually. Bars are of uniform width and can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing between them. The length of each bar represents the given number of frequency. Now, children, in this picture you can see the bar graphs. They are having equal distance between them, and the width of the bar graphs are all the same. For all the bar graphs, the width is the same. Here, children, we need to know a few terms like the horizontal line that you see with different markings, that is the y-axis. The horizontal line is the x-axis, the vertical line is the y-axis, and the red bars, they are known as the bars, and we have a scale which represents the data that is given. Now, children, coming into the details of the parts of the bar graph, what is the y-axis? The line on a graph that runs vertically, that is called y-axis. The line that runs vertically means the line that is coming from up and coming down, that is a vertical line through 0. It is used as a reference line so that you can measure from it. What is x-axis? X-axis is the line that runs horizontal. The line on the graph that runs horizontal, that is from left to right through 0, passing through 0. It is used as a referred line or a reference line so that you can measure from it. Now, what are bars? They can be the horizontal or the vertical bars of a bar graph, and they are used to show how large each value is. Now, what is a scale? A scale on a graph is what we use to measure the distance, that is between the given coordinates, that is called a scale. Now, children, here you can see an example of a bar graph given, children. Here the bar graph that is showing the sweets sold on a Monday. Sweets sold on a particular day of a week. The different types of sweets are given and how many sweets are given, that is given, children, in your y-axis, and the types of sweets lie there in the x-axis. It is easy to answer this question from a graph. Seeing the bar graph, children, you can answer the question. There is only one set of data on the graph given. So what is the most popular sweet bought on Monday, children? That you need to look into the graph. The graph that has gone till 15, that is Mars. Mars is the type of the sweet that has got maximum popularity. Okay. Now, children, we need to know what are pictographs. Pictographs are the data that is given in picture form. Okay, the representation of an information through pictures is called a pictograph. Pictographs use relative sizes or repetitions of the same icon, picture, or symbol to show the comparison. Also called pictogram. Pictograph is also called pictogram or pictorial chart, pictorial graph, or even the picture graph, children. Here, children, you can see the sports played by third grade children. It is given basketball, then football, then your soccer, then hockey, and then it is the baseball. So here you can see the key is given, children. One ball represents 10 students. That means basketball, there are 5 balls, that means 50 students play basketball. Then in the next one you can see, children, baseball, 50 children play, children, and the baseball is given 5 balls. Each ball represents 10, that means 50 children play baseball. Football, 3 balls, that means 30 children play football. Soccer, there are 6 balls, that means 60 children play soccer. Hockey is played by 20 children, and basketball is played by 4 balls are there, that means 40 children. Okay. Now, example of pictograph is given, children. Here you can see the smileys. Okay, one smiley is representing your 2 books. Okay, here the example of pictographs is given through smileys, where the smileys are representing the books. Okay, then you can see badgers. How many smileys are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 are there. That means 8 into 2 16. In the same manner, tigers, there are 7 into 2 14. Then peacocks, how many are there? Count 2 4 6 8 10 11. 11 and a half children. 11 and a half means 11 into 2 means 22, plus half we will count as 1, that is 23. Then elephants 2, that means 2 into 2 4 elephants. Then pigs, it is given only 1, that is 1 into 2 is 2. And spiders, it is 6 and a half, that means 6 into 2 is 12, plus half means 1, that means 12 plus 1 is 13. Okay, now though in your book children tally charts are not there, still we can know, because this will always be helpful to you. You will need it in your next grade. A method of counting the frequencies according to some classification in a set of data. For ease of counting, every fifth observation is represented by a diagonal line crossing the previous 4 to make a 5-barred gate. Okay, the tally charts are often used with grouped observation. Here children, you can see number of pets are 10. So here first we put 4 vertical lines followed by a diagonal cutting them, that means it is 5. Then again in the same manner the next set also 4 vertical lines by a diagonal line cutting them, that is 5 plus 5 is 10. In the same manner the next picture where we see monkeys, we have 4, that means 4 vertical lines. And next tigers we see 5 plus 1, that is 6. Okay, so this is how we represent the tally marks. Now children, a few examples are given here. Suppose here we are seeing the reading group. This we saw in the pictorial representation also children. See, badgers here are 16, that means 3 groups of 5 plus 1. Okay, tigers are 14, that means 2 groups of 5, that is 10, and 4 vertical lines, that is 10 plus 4 is 14. Then peacocks are 23, that means 4 groups of 5, 5 into 4 20, plus 3 vertical lines, that is 23. Elephants are 4, so simply 4 vertical lines. Pigs are 2, so again only 2 simple vertical lines. Spiders are 13, that means group of 2 groups of 5, that is 10, plus another 3 vertical lines, that is 13. Now children, pictograms here you can see. Number of cars are given, number of buses are given children, bicycles are given. Okay, and then it is said, it is asked children, the key is given, picture, the one picture is representing children 10 people. So here you can see 4.5 cars. Okay, one car represents 10 people, that means 4 into 10 is 40, plus half will be 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 40 plus 5 is 45. Then number of buses children, you can see here 5.5, that is 5 into 10, 50, plus 5 55. The number of people who go by walking, you see children, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 are there. Okay, so that is 7 into 10 70, and people who prefer bicycle is 3.5, that means 30 plus 5 35. Okay, so the question asked is how many children walk to school. You can see children, that is 6 children, it is 6.5 children who walk to school is 6.5, that means 6 into 10 is 60, and half means 5, that means 65 children walk down to school. That is the maximum number of children who walk to school. Now children, another example is given. It is said Ekta is asked to collect data for size of the shoes of students of her class 6. Her findings are recorded in the manner that is shown below. Okay, you can see children here different numbers given in a box. Now it needs to be demarcated, or it needs to be represented with the help of tally. Now Ekta has prepared a table using the tally marks. Okay, she sees shoes of number size only 5 students need. Shoe size of 5, 8 student needs. Then the shoe size of number 6 is needed by 10 students. Shoe size of 7 is needed by 7 students. And shoe size of number 8 is needed by 2 students. So now the question comes is the size of shoes worn by maximum number of students is 6, because children, you can see 10 students need the size 6 for shoes, and the minimum number of students who the size of the shoes worn by minimum number of students is 8, because number of children who need the shoe size 8 is only 2, so that is minimum. Now children, read the adjoining bar graph showing the number of students in a particular class of a school. Okay, here you can see children the year given 2000, 2001, 2002 and 2003, and then we can see children the 1 unit length is equal to 10 students. Okay, so what is the scale of the graph? The scale of the graph is 1 unit length is 10 students. And how many new students are added every year, children? You just see how many new students are added. In the year children 2000 it was 30, then it became 40, then it went to 50, and then finally in the year 2003 it became 60. So every year there is an increase by 10 students. Okay, so how many new students are added every year? 10 students are added. Is the number of students in the year 2003 twice to that of the year 2000? Let us check out children. In the year 2000 children, you can see 30 students were there, but in the year 2003, when it came to increase in number, the last year, that is 2003, it became 60 students. So it is just double of that. Is the number of students in the year twice? Yes, it is twice. Okay. This is all for today children. Thank you. Hope you all understood through the examples and the theoretical part.